Hello, this is Yavis Tech here, and this is tutorial, well, it's not Yavis Tech here, but this is tutorial 3, and today we are going to be making a ghost game, part 1. The part 2 will be the next. The part 2 will be the next part of this game, where I'll update a few things. So this game is basically someone will chase this boy, and this boy will have to get these energy things on the way, but the ghost also wants them. So I've done the coding in a way that the ghost will also get them, and it's not just the boy who is going to collect them. So this is the game for today. And when it ends, it says you can't escape, you got me, things like that. So today we are going to be making this game. So it's this one, I think. Let me delete the coding and things. Okay, now for this game you need to go to the backdrops by clicking on this, and there it is. So the backdrop I've been choosing is called light. You could choose rays or something. I like choosing things from like the pattern area if we're going to do things like this. Otherwise we could use other things. So there would be your background. And now for the sprites. Oops, not a big donut. For the sprites, we would want someone that could capture, or someone that would follow want to like get someone else. So I've gone to the fantasy section and gotten a ghost. Ooh, the donut again. Next, you would need someone to chase around. So I'm going to choose this one. Well, there. And now they're a bit too big, so I'm going to put this girl in 25. And because you would be wondering why I'm calling this a girl. And I'm doing that because if we go to the costumes, then there are lots of costumes. So I'm going to choose the girl one. There. So now we would want to do the coding. But before we do the coding, I'll tell you what these other ones are. And this is actually the one that I told you about, the food, the energy thing. And this is invisible. There. Now how you make it is you go on paint, and then it would take you here. And what you would have to do is go into the circle maker and draw a nice circle. A very tiny one so they can catch it. And you would draw the circle, and that would be your food. And in the invisible one, whatever your backdrop is, you would have to draw something as the same color. And I've drawn something the same color. It's actually hard to see it. Oh, it's here. It's here, and I put it in the background, and it camouflages. So you need something like that, but there's no coding for it. So first, the person's coding who is going to be captured, who's going to run away. So for this, first we would want to make some variables. Now we would go on make a variable, and we would type in ghost score and say okay. Whoa. And we would also make another we would make another variable for all sprites saying boy score. They both have to be for all sprites. So make sure they're ticked. And if you by accidentally make any variable that you don't want to, then you can delete it by clicking on it. Then we will need to go to the events section and get one green flag press block. Just one. So whenever you start something, you need something from the events section to start it. Something like when space pressed, or when sprite clicked, or when backed up switches. Okay. So then we would want to set a boy score to 0. Make sure you're saying... Actually, I'm going to turn this into a girl boy. Anyway, so you would be thinking, we're going to turn into a boy score because this is the boys score. The boys, it should be in the boys coding. So then we would want it to go to XY coordinate. And that's because if the ghost is touching that and then we kind of reload the game, it would be touching it, so it would keep on saying some things. So we would put the ghost up here and the boy up here, or whatever characters you have. So that would be -6 to -109 there. Now we would want to go to the control section and get a forever block. And whatever we put inside this forever block will happen forever. We need 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. I'll tell you the 5th one later. Then we need to go to the sensing category and get keep space pressed blocks. So we need to put them on the first 4 only. And in the first block we put up arrow. In the second one we put down. In the third one we put right. And in the fourth one we put left. Then we will need to go to the motion category and get change Y by, not set Y by. And we would want to put change Y by on the first 2, which is supposed to be up arrow and down arrow. And change X by on the first bottom, which is right arrow and left arrow. On the down arrow, we would want it to say -10. And on the left arrow, we would also want it to say -10. So make sure now, after you've done this, that this person of yours can move. So it's moving, but nothing happens when it touches the ghost. And that's why I've made the 5th block. So go to the sensing category and get if touching ghost, or whoever your person is that's going to catch it. And you would want to say something like, you got me, because the ghost has the boy. Oops. You got me. And maybe you could put some exclamation marks. Anyway, and yeah, then we would want to do the ghosts coding, or whoever your person is who's trying to get you. So in this one, you would need 2 when green flag click blocks. There, 1 minute. There, big enough. So in the first one, you will put also set boys score to 0, but it should be ghost score to 0. And in this one, you also need to write where the ghost should be. And it should be -6 to +106, whereas the boy will be -6, -106. This should be 1 minute. It should be -106. So if they are here or there, they will always go there. Okay, then for the ghost coding, you would need to get a forever block from the controls section and put one if-then block in it. Inside the if-then block, you would need to put if touching It should be if touching Danny. Then you would also want it to say something. Like you would want it to say, I got you, because the ghost caught it. You could also put an exclamation mark there. And then you would want to stop the game so no one can move anymore. If you want to, you could also hide the ghost. Okay, so in the other block, we would want, go ahead and put this forever block into the second green when clicked block. And in the other one, go to x minus 6 and y 106 positive. You could put forever, and you could go to the motion category and get glide 1 second to random position. But we wouldn't want it to say random position. We would want it to say food. No, Danny. Now we would also go to the control section and get a wait 1 second block. We want it to say 0.1 and put it after glide 1 second to Danny. We'd also want to get another one, and this time we would want to put 3. So we would put this on the front so it can give time to whoever it is that's playing the game to move and collect more food. Then go to the motion category and get two glides blocks which say random position. Then one of them should say food and the other one should say invisible. Now go ahead and see what's happening. So the ghost is moving after a few seconds. It's trying to get Danny and it's saying the things. But nothing's happening when they touch this thing. When they touch the food, I mean. So now we need to do the foods coding. Now in the foods coding, we would need to get a when green flagged clipped block. And in this one, we would want it to say that when if it's touching them, if it's touching the ghost or the Danny, it should get the score to be a bit more. So get 2 if-then blocks from the control section and get this sensory section and get 2 touching mouse pointer blocks and put them in each of there. In the first one, put ghost, and in the second one, put Danny. You could just make one and duplicate it at the end and put Danny's name in it, or whichever character you're doing, but I'm going to make 2. So first, you will need to go to the look section and get this show block. I mean, it should be over there, not there. And then you would need, in the blocks, you would need to get, so in the other blocks one, what you would want it to do is that when it would touch them, you would want it to first of all change the score by 1. So in the ghost one, you would want to change the ghost score by 1. And on the second one, which is the touching anyone, you would want to change the boy's score by 1. And then you would want it to hide. So you put the hiding blocks, and you can put a show block at the front if you want. But it shouldn't show. Anyway, and then you would want it to hide, and you would want it to go to a random position. So then it would go to a random position, but it wouldn't be seen. So go to random position in both of them. Then you need to go to the looks category again and get show block. When it's gone to the random position, it can show again, which is kind of complicated, but I'll tell you why. And the reason why is because if it's doing all of this and the ghost touches Danny or whoever it is, and it's only up to this part where it says hide, then it would hide forever. And so we want it to show and make sure that it will show, which is quite confusing. So I don't think you need to get a show block, so you can take those off. And now, if we zoom in, it should work. Yep, it's working. Ooh, but the ghost got it. Wait, how? Let me see. So it's going. The ghost hasn't touched it yet. It's 3 seconds. The ghost is running fast. The boy's collecting coins. The ghost hasn't collected any. Ooh, the ghost is pretty fast. If you don't want the ghost to be that fast, then you could, in the ghosts section, you could put glide 2 seconds to Danny. And if you do that, if you write 2 in each of them, then it will go a bit slower like this. Well, 1 minute. It should go like this. So it's doing it, and it'll go just a bit more slower if you do that, if you want to do that. Or you could keep the speed up a bit. So this is the end of tutorial 3, and I'm going to put the second part of it, which is going to be a bit more things like teleporting, where you can press T for teleport, and you can teleport somewhere else and there. And I'm also going to put where it says things like I'm also going to put these types of negative foods, which when you eat it, the number turns negative, and then the food you eat, it's just like it'll go, and your color will be purple, and the ghost color will be something else. So bye bye. This is the end of tutorial 3, and more tutorials will be coming up.